Hey, how's it going, all? I just want to do a quick video on a test or an observation, that could be used in this ball Earth, flat Earth debate. So again, to me, the goal of a good test is removing as many nonlinearities, as many variables, that are unnecessary. Make it repeatable, observable, visual, all this kind of stuff. And so, relative building tilt to me is doable. You don't have to be in like outer space to see this kind of thing. So what I'm thinking, is just have two buildings that are, far enough apart, appreciable distance apart that, if a laser were to be shot vertically from the top, let's say a person had access to the rooftop in these buildings. I have access to the rooftop in my high rise, so the more and more high rise apartments that are out there, buildings, would make this even more and more likely to be able to get done. But let's say you have these two buildings and you have access to them, and then you have a drone or a helicopter with a wide angle lens, and so you can actually see the two buildings in view of the camera of the wide angle lens, and just capture images of just the orientation of these laser lights shooting upwards from the rooftops of these buildings. And it would be essentially like this is Manhattan with those two lights, but obviously in this case those two lights are going to be vertical because they're right next to each other, but something similar to this, but just having buildings that are far enough apart that the laser light would be noticeably tilted if we lived on a ball. So, I think that, I don't know, I guess the helicopter part would probably be expensive because, no one has like a helicopter around. But with drones and stuff, stuff like this is very, very possible. The nice thing about this is that, again, you could do this like literally everywhere, around the world. You can get a diversity of observations and tests doing something like this. And it just removes to me a lot of the ambiguity if we can get something like this done. As long as the two buildings are within view of the lens, this can be done. And then the nice thing is, observation height and all these kind of things are removed, because really the higher you go and kind of the more perspective that you add, it makes the test better, because you can actually see further, two items that are further and further apart. So, it removes all those sort of nonlinear effects, optical effects and all that kind of stuff. We're strictly just measuring or calibrating, two laser lights relative to one another. And then if they appear to even have even a slightly different orientation, to me, that's also, that's something. And then again, if that's repeated over and over again in many different parts of the world, that to me is, if not proof, it's very, very strong evidence for one shape or the other. So, again, I don't think these type of things are out of our grasp to do these kind of things. It's just kind of scoping out two buildings that people have access to, and then, being able to shine a light with, strong enough intensity and consistency, in its beam, to be able to shoot, vertically, and then, record it or capture it, and, look at the images, and, the proof will literally be right in front of us. So hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Bye.